like little stuff like when Avery Atkins passed away. You know, when Avery passed, that's in the documentary. I feel like that's where I would have came in because I spoke at Avery's funeral. I was
Right.
with Steve will tell you. I was with Avery
Right.
every
Every
day,
day.
and that was a lot of the reason why after it dropped, Urban texted me, and he texted me said, "Murph, I really wish you would have did it." And after watching it, I see why he said he felt I should have did it because there really was no pickup from '06 to '08. You know, you got
Right.
Chris Rainey, who's really like '07. You know, he really got, got Stamp kind of talking about it. Spikes is '06, who is, if we go in fraternity, he's a neophyte, and you got the pro fights, you got the neos, you got the pros and the
Right.
neos when you talk fraternity. And in that fraternity of our brotherhood, that's why I do wish I regretfully,
It
I know it was the
nah.
numbers,
So
what I'm
did
saying?
you
And it
turn
was,
it down? Is that I don't know if that's
Yeah.
yeah,
publicly known. Okay, you turned down Swamp Kings.
yeah, I turned it down, man. They called me at
For,
least
for
at
good
least
reason.
100
I'm
times.
sorry. For
Yeah, it
good
was for good
reason. Murph.
reasons. I'm a glue guy, like you mentioned, Sheldon.
Right.
Like I'm a glue guy. Everybody knows I'm a glue guy, and if everybody can't eat, then I'm not gonna eat. That's just my take on it.
Okay, because
Can I
I do
just
know there's.
interject?
Sorry, go ahead, Sam.
Sheldon's like,
Because
oh, whoa, man, that's
Well, it's just
Murph
yeah, it's
was
cool to hear.
Murph was in the original group of guys that were listed to be on a Swamp King. I didn't know
Mhm.
nothing about it at first. They
Gotcha.
called my wife phone. The people from Europe got her number, Skip traced her number, got her number, and said, "Hey, we looking for Steven." I didn't know nothing
Yeah,
about it, so I'll just say yeah because it's for me it's an honor. If you doing something about the Gators and winning, I feel like I'll be doing the fans a disservice if I wasn't in it because I know what I was to the team, not
yeah,
necessarily the team, but to Gainesville, to the locals, to the students. I know outside of football when you left the field, I was that guy. So I was
yeah,
like, for me, I felt like I would be doing a disservice if I didn't do it. And they already told me they had other people doing it. Like, oh yeah, man, come on, let's go. It wasn't about any funds or anything for me. It was just like y'all called me. You see how I am on Twitter and stuff like that for the Gators. So it was like a no
yeah,
brainer for me. I'm filming and I'm with Julian. I got Julian with me.
that's
We're
crazy.
filming, and Murph calls Julian. They taking care of some business. He like, oh, I'm with Steve filming. He like, filming for what? He like, Swamp King. And Murph was like, wait, hold on, what? And so I get on the phone with Murphy. He goes to tell me the rundown about it, how it originally started, how it was supposed to be, and you know what I mean, and how he was standing on principle for us as a group.
One of our sponsors today, which is Rocket Money. You sign up for something, forget about it after the trial period ends, then you charge month after month after month. The subscriptions are there, but you're not using them. In fact, I just learned that 85% of people have at least one paid subscription going unused each month. Thanks to Rocket Money, I can see all my subscriptions in one place and cancel the ones I'm not using anymore. And now I'm saving more money. The best part, here's what you can see in the video here, this app, which is fantastic. You can see all of your subscriptions, which is cool, right? You're seeing what's going on. Like, how often do I use this? Have I even clicked on this app in 3 days? Do I really need DoorDash? I see they're taking loans now for DoorDash. That's another conversation for another day. But you could see in this video, you could cancel the subscription through the app because we also know it's sometimes it's a fight to find the cancel button. They hide that thing everywhere. It's like cancel, then it's like, are you sure? Then it's like, are you really, really sure? Then it's like in smaller letters, are you for sure? And you forget that you can cancel because you don't even see the fine print. Rocket Money handles that for you, which is absolutely fantastic. And on top of that, which I love, it's like your little accountant. You can set budgets. Not that the wife follows it anyways. Like, hey, your Amazon spending is capped here, and you can see if it goes over that cap or
Oh,
below that cap very quickly. A nice visual graph, which is always helpful. Again, life moves fast, boys and girls. You need to be able to keep track of it. So Rocket Money allows you to do that. Rocket Money is a personal finance app that helps find and cancel your unwanted subscriptions, monitors your spending, and helps you lower your bills so you can grow your savings. Head over, cancel your unwanted subscriptions, and reach your financial goals faster with Rocket Money. Go to rocketmoney.com/hightop sports today. That's rocketmoney.com/hightop sports. rocketmoney.com/hightop sports. It's down in the link in the description below.
and how he decided not to do it, and I didn't even know that they had already had previous discussions and all this other stuff about doing it. You know what I
yeah.
mean? And so he kind of filled me in as I was in the middle of shooting it and put me on the game. he put me on the game about what was going on, what they were trying to do, financial pieces of it. It was a lot of different parts of it that nobody talked about, and why Murph personally didn't do it, because he was trying to stand up for a lot of people when it came to, if you don't mind, Murph, it was some finances, and Murph wanted to make sure that, hey, us guys that are good, the Tebows and all that, we're straight. We don't need nothing. There's guys who was on this team who are suffering right now, or who could need some funds to send their kids to whatever, or buy diapers, and who would more benefit than us getting anything. So I feel like y'all need to include more people, first of all, that were really the Gators, not just all the names that people see on TV like we're talking about.
Yeah.
And so Murph was standing on that part, and everything kind of, fell apart. They called a few people, whatever, but Murph still, because of Murph,
Yeah.
I benefited from it in a way, but it could have been way more ways I could have benefited, but me not being knowledgeable of entertainment, and what they're going to do and the numbers they're going to make by airing over and over and over stuff that I wasn't even paying attention about. Murphy is more knowledgeable in that area. He has family members who are in big time production. I ain't gonna do it. I ain't gonna name drop, but you know what I
You can.
mean.
Yeah.
Will Packard is a relative of Murph. Will
Yep.
Packard, if you guys know him, director, film guy, and that gave Murph some inside knowledge that it just would have been different. But I didn't know. But he was standing on that for a lot of us, and that's part of
And they
number
and I
one
wish
reason why. Go ahead, Murph.
I could have blocked everybody's phone numbers from everybody being able to get the phone numbers, because I wanted everybody to benefit, and I wanted everybody to benefit in a big way. And I appreciate you saying that, Steve, man. Like,
Yeah,
that's
I
why I
had to.
said, bro, that's why I mess with Steve, man. That's why, man, my tire just popped on the highway with my kids, and I'm trying to get the tire changed to make it back for this show, because last Monday I had a big convention. Shout out Tropical Smoothie Cafe.
Other side.
I'm a
Yeah.
franchise owner.
He's an
Go
owner.
ahead, Murph.
Murph
Shout it
is
out, Murph.
he's an owner of Tropical
Yeah,
Smoothie Cafe in St.
Yes,
Petersburg. If you
sir.
guys are in the
yeah,
area, make sure you guys go patronize my man's an owner
Yeah.
of Tropical Smoothie Cafe, man.
yeah, man. And I want to get the one. I
4621
know. I know.
34th Street South.
What is
34th
it?
Street. Yep.
34th Street South.
4621 34th Street South. Yes, sir.
Yes,
Yes, sir.
sir.
Yes, sir. And then that's where, like, man, the business side of things got in the way of it, man. And I'm always gonna ride with the guys, man. That's why I was a captain, man. Is if you're not taking care of everybody else, forget me. Don't worry about me. I'm good. But we gotta take care of everybody else. And it was crickets on that. And then we just couldn't. They just wouldn't agree to number. But the good story is that they did come to a number, and the number was, I believe, good enough to even have me back. But they didn't, we didn't talk after, so it was cool. We all were on Zooms. Everybody knows this. Like, they needed Percy to get on the Zoom. Who called him? Me. You know what I'm saying? They needed to get Joe Hayden on the call. I called him. Then I wanted to have Cam Newton a part of it. I wanted Riley Cooper to be a part of it. Fuck all that. You know what I'm saying? Excuse me if I can say that. I wanted Coop on there.
Yeah, no, you
I
good.
personally did.
For sure.
So there was things, and he was on those calls, and Spikes was on that call, Major Wright was on that call, Chris Reynolds was on that call. All these guys was on the call. Carlos Dunlap, Pouncey twins. I rallied up the troops, and
Same thing I do.
we couldn't. Yeah, we couldn't come to a number. They wasn't hearing it, and that's the end of that. But I still
Yeah.
think it did a decent job. I think it did good. I really do think it did a good job.
Mhm.
I just personally feel that I should have done it looking back, because of really helping tell the true story. That's the only
Right.
thing. Other than that, nothing else really mattered.